What is going on, you beautiful people? We are 107 days out from our first ever bodybuilding show, OCB Natural, on May 30th in Columbus, Ohio. I'm very excited. We're about to hit double digits, at least. We only got a couple more days till we hit double digits, and I don't know how long we can keep this consistency going, but once we're done with our show, we're probably going to do weekly YouTube videos, and especially when the Arnold comes around, we might just take a little week break and just film the Arnold, because those videos I like to actually put my time and effort into. If you guys seen the last Arnold video, I enjoy doing those type of videos, but right now, and as we're speaking, currently, I'm going to be doing daily YouTube videos for as long as I can. Now, if stuff comes up and I won't be able to have the time to do it, so be it. But right now, we are consistent. We're determined. We have a whole structure going. And it's honestly fun because in the end, I'm just documenting my journey. Now, it might just be the same wish-wash. But in the end, I'm just, enjoying what I do. And that's just preparing myself for a bodybuilding show. And just working out and talking to you guys because got to make it entertaining somehow. Instead of just going to the gym, doing my workouts, and just not doing anything. But I'm recording, so I'm doing something. So, today we're going to talk about, I don't even know if I talked about cardio. Yeah, we're doing 45 minutes of cardio now, and I am 2 days consistent. I went today this morning. I've been going in the morning because it's a lot easier than going at night, just because time consumption. And I skipped on my rest day because I take my rest days very seriously, and I know I should be going 6 days a week, which I do. I do 3 days of cardio, 1 day off, 3 days of cardio. So I consider that 6 days. And I need the rest, as much rest as I get, because I sleep way too long. My body needs it, and I just need to. I feel like the most important thing to someone's just overall physique and just building it is rest. Rest is so important, especially for your body, bro. If you're going on 4 hours of sleep, going to the gym every day, you're definitely it's not good for you at all. But how to grow your chest. So throughout my whole entire bodybuilding career, now I wouldn't say bodybuilding, I would say throughout my working out career, I just started doing bodybuilding, so this is my bodybuilding career now. I really just never. Now, I said in 6 things I wish I knew before lifting in that video. I wish I knew these things before lifting. I never educated myself. I learned about Jeff Nippard and TNF long down the road, like a year and a half in. And, I just started doing my own chest exercises, and I seen how crazy it was. Now, I will say number one thing is genetics, because my chest is my most dominant muscle. Everyone's going to have a dominant muscle, and it's just going to outpower every single muscle group in your body, and mine is my chest. I would rather have a chest. It's more appealing rather than having a back. I know my back needs some work, but in the end, we are still putting in the work. But the workouts that I did, they're not science-based and backed, meaning they're scientifically proven to do this and that. This is what I did to grow my chest. Now, you can't really overcomplicate it because it's the easiest muscle variations. You really can't go too into depth on it. And now when people do, it's just bullshit exercises. It's just stick to the basics and just do the amount of ROM and then just control the eccentric. It's not that hard. You want to control every movement that you do, and then you want to get a full-on stretch and have good pauses throughout your workouts. So when I first started, of course, I did the standard bench. I like to switch from bench to flat bench. I don't want to keep doing bench, and then I would say, flat bench would definitely build your chest more just because you have a deeper stretch. Bench also does the same thing, but you don't really get a deeper stretch because you can only go so far back. So it's a 50-50. I would switch it up because, you're going to get bored of one or the other, but I would highly recommend flat bench. Flat bench really helped my chest growth. And then you want to go to an incline bench for your second movement. You do either dumbbell or flat. I would just switch around the two every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. But I would honestly do a weight where you can control it, start to struggle towards the last 2 reps, and you're not just pushing it like crazy. I would definitely just stick to a weight where you could slowly control, explode up. Slowly control, explode up. That's what I did. And it really helped me because I see my chest grow from a before and after standpoint, and it's definitely grown to double Ds. But before you even start doing your workouts, start off with a pre-exhaustion chest fly. That is very helpful, and I usually do it just to warm up your chest. You can switch up your routine around where you start off with incline bench, then flat, but I would also just always start with pre-exhaustion chest flies. I'm not even saying that correctly. The way it comes off my tongue is weird, but you start off with a pec deck. I would do 2 sets. 2 sets, do 10. Just get your chest warmed up, and then go into your high compound movements. Now, when you're done with those 3, I wouldn't consider the one being a warm-up. I don't want to consider that a movement because you're going to go back to that at the end of your workout. I would do those 2. Now, this is what I did, and it's very controversial, but I would do a chest press, go to the side where I'm facing away from the actual push, and just use one arm and just push the bicep. And that's one thing I did. I did 2 sets of failure on each sides. And again, controversial. I don't know how effective it is, but I used to do that a lot. And then I would just do those 3. I would switch it up every week. I would do a low cable fly, a cable fly, and then a down cable fly. And that's going to be my last movement. Now, I say pec deck. If you're doing pec deck, definitely use that for your last workout. But all you need is 3. It is pretty much 3 or 4 workouts. I wouldn't consider the side. I don't know any like science, backup. Like, when I mean backup, because I don't really know the right wording to put it, I don't know if it's scientifically proven to like do anything. Now, I feel like it has. I felt like my chest was pumped like a coconut, so that's why I'm putting it in that list. But I would honestly change your variation of flies. I would highly recommend just at least doing the pec deck. Do the pec deck. If you have more time, do a lower or an upper. Like, that's like not mandatory, but it's like essential if you want an optional option to do just any type of variation of fly. But I would honestly always do a pec deck. Do a pec deck, and if you have time for flies, do the flies. Like, if you have like lower chest, like bad development, or upper chest bad development, I would definitely consider adding those flies in at the end of the workout. But that's pretty much all you need. You can't really sugarcoat it and like gatekeep any like workout to do with chest. I would honestly just stick to the basics, stick to free weight, but also do the bench. And I'll also make a video about how to increase your bench because, dude, I went from not even being able to bench a plate when I first started working out, 225 my first year, and a year and a half I'm doing 315. I had the sauce for it, and if you guys want it, you guys are going to get it at some point. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. 107 days out, 106 days out, we have a chest, shoulder, and tri day. Got to get that chest pumping. We might go crazy again. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how good my body's reacting. Especially on these supplements too. My body's on a groove. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one, boys.